Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to today's episode of Coffee with the Tigg and Friends. The friends are here. I'm going to unmute them right now, and they can say good morning to you. Good morning, guys. Or good afternoon, Tom. Good morning, Bill. They're not even listening. We're still trying to straighten out the fiasco with the rFactor 2 server and cars and how to do the AI right and all that stuff. So that's been going on since Friday morning. We've spent probably 15 hours working on this stuff, so it's a lot of work. At least 15 hours working on this stuff.
All you guys are going to be in front of me, so you ain't going to see them no way.
You're going to be behind you mean. Hey, Mad Dog's on. He's about to do iRacing in Indianapolis.
What are you doing? What?
What? iRacing. He's talking about iRacing.
Who is? Mad Dog?
Mad Dog is. I don't think that kid knows which way's up. He keeps changing his mind. What is he going to do?
For the world to hear.
I've said that to him before.
I want to be an iRacer.
I want to be an iRacer. Oh, big news. Tammy wants to learn how to drive a semi.
It's a money pit.
From the backside of my wing is
Truckmasters, 1-800-Truckmasters.
1-800-DRIVE Tigg's truck.
the backside of my front wing fins.
Yes,
are white.
They're supposed to be. It's actually, I think it's aluminum.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't want to say anything.
I think mine are too. I think it's an aluminum. I'm not sure.
All the horror. I couldn't even tell you.
I gotta create my region layers correctly. So my logos pop out.
The back of my wings are not white.
I don't know. I'm not loading it up right now. I only have Steam loaded up right now. So anyway.
No, they're not.
They are?
They are not.
I'm looking at your car.
He's looking at his car. Look at that. I got.
Well, they're supposed to be white then.
Yeah, I think it's an aluminum strip.
That's right.
Come on, you can do it. There you go. There you go. Get to see big ugly me now.
And you got Pirelli with the red letters and the yellow.
I know. I should have changed it. I should have.
Is that green outline?
Green out on the border. Yeah.
Now, when I zoomed in, the backside of your fins are green now.
Green.
See there? You moved it out to the sun. Anyway, just noticed that for a set of courses, somebody just dropped. Let me refresh this because I actually found some stuff real quick about a set of courses.
They turn. No, they're still.
And then after how many months of this being up here, I noticed that yours was spelt wrong.
It's the yeah.
They're hitting it.
I noticed it. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word.
Nobody said a word.
Yeah, about the yours truly spelt wrong in my ad for the merchandise.
I got out of the car. And it just parks it back. All right, I'm getting off there.
There's the new 1990 Mercedes-Benz C11 for AC. That's
all right.
I see. What is it? I can't even think of what that's called now off the top of my head. The C, Group C. Duh.
Exit C.
Yeah, 2000. A couple things dropped today. The 2007 Porsche 911 997 GTR 3, of course.
Where are you seeing that?
It's on my Facebook page. That's all I cruise these other groups for, is to find out what new mods and stuff are drowning. Or Twitch. I need 5 people to get on. It's ugly. How can a C11 be ugly? That's beautiful. You have no idea. That's King Mad Dog. Everybody needs to get on Twitch, and I need 5 people to talk at the same time on Twitch. 5.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Getting on Twitch.
Twitch. Twitch is better anyway.
Twitchy. I told you that, but you never listen.
I listened to you. It's just that at that time, whatever. I listened to you. That's why we're still on Twitch. L News.
Live. Where's live?
Should be right there.
What is this? Talk shows and podcasts?
Yeah, that's what it's under. Because it's not a racing or I'm not driving anything. So.
It says it's on there watching right
now. Yeah, King Mad Dog's on here.
Gotta go. Gonna practice for the race.
I got a feeling I can win it. Yeah, he thinks he can win everything. Good luck, buddy. Thanks for stopping by this morning, too. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to watch 3 old men talk about nothing. Just teasing. You see that car? That's beautiful. How can that be ugly?
Where is... There you are.
Alright, I should be on your list on the left-hand side.
Oh, I'm trying to see... Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. I got ads. Jeez.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, I was until I hit the damn wall.
The ad wall. We hate the ad wall. You gotta do Prime to get rid of the ads, I think, and screw that. Oh. Drew's alive today. There you go. Wish he'd come back to racing. He's a good kid. Pit O money. Yeah, he's already gone, I think. iRacing is just the money pit, in my opinion. I think it is. It's the funny thing is that there was a conversation, and I only read parts of it on Sim Racing on Facebook, the group Sim Racing, and they were comparing Race Room to iRacing, and they're saying everybody's saying that Race Room was better than iRacing. It just doesn't have the popularity that iRacing has. So what crossed my mind, and I didn't comment on this, is that you only have to pay for the mods in Race Room, but you have to pay for the mods and use of the service in iRacing. So somehow or another that doesn't work out. So it has to do with their advertising and their ties in and all that stuff. Why iRacing is more popular than Race Room, because you don't have to make and if you bought everything at once, I think it's like $120, under $120 for Race Room, and then you're done until the next thing drops that you want. So to us older guys, that makes a lot more sense than to shell out $12 a month plus every mod that comes out. You got to shell out $12 for every mod, every track. To us, am I wrong here that Race Room should be 100% more? It slides $1 to the high bank. First month is free. Yeah.
You didn't read all of it. You gotta read all of it.
Oh wait, the dog. Hey dog, I'll let you race a Zoom for $3 a month. Oh God.
First month is free. It's a summer deal.
But really, if you look at it, why isn't when you get down to the nuts and bolts of things, of cost, there should be like 3 times as many people on Race Room as there is on iRacing. So what's the dealio? You just sit there and wonder. Well, there's no NASCAR, so you can flush all those people. That's probably half of freaking iRacing anyway. So that's probably why, right there. I answered my own damn question, didn't I? Didn't I? There's no NASCAR.
Yep.
Plain and simple. The Porsche came out. I think it's been out before. Here's a good one for you. Failures cost Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, and William Brown top 10 spots. They failed inspection. 9 cars actually failed inspection.
I don't think I'm live. I think I'm watching behind.
You are behind by about 10 seconds or so on Twitch.
Oh my god!
You look in the upper left. This is Dan the Tigg, live.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it does is drop the picture down.
But does it say live?
Yep.
Live. I'm live. I'm alive.
Oh, let me do this here. Get rid of those two. Maybe it'll fix things a little bit. Maybe. That's only 27%. There you go. The top 3. Finally, a Grand Prix worth watching, and I didn't get up and watch it because Mercedes-Benz didn't run away with it. Verstappen finally won another one.
I heard it was a good race.
I heard too.
Good finish, anyway.
Mm-hmm. 3 new 1996 F1 Class 1 touring cars were dropped. Of course, the Mercedes-Benz and Alpha. And I think that's a BMW. I can't tell because the front end doesn't look right.
Where?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
It's coming up.
I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming.
That's an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, that's for a Assetto Corsa. Most of the stuff is for a Assetto Corsa, unfortunately.
What are these things? Super Touring? What are no?
The Class 1. 1996 Class 1.
Yeah, oh. Class 1. Strange cars.
Yeah.
Page, not interested.
The new truck.
American.
Is that a Merc?
American.
There's the new truck for you all to see, big and live on the screen. There's the new semi. Do you recognize the semi that's on the screen?
I don't see one.
It's coming up in a second. I drove this for a few minutes last night at the end of the stream at 2 o'clock in the morning my time.
Did you paint that?
Oh hell no! I had to download it. I had to download the truck and the paint scheme. Do you know what truck that is?
Do I know what truck that is?
Yeah, Bill might.
It's like a Kenworth.
No, whose truck is it?
Oh, that's a BJ's truck.
BJ's truck, exactly. I'm driving BJ's truck. I'm gonna go look for Bandit's truck here when we're done here and see if I can find that. I think it's in there somewhere. It's just another mod and skin I have to download. So we don't talk about iRacing propaganda. We know all about it. We were there at the beginning when you were still holding your mommy's hand across the street. We were there at the beginning. Trust me. I could have been a beta tester actually for them, but we won't go there. This is from last year, but it's worth resharing again. Another 2012 BMW M3 GT4 car. Probably a fun little nimble car to drive if they did the physics right. A lot of times they don't do the physics right. What we were driving yesterday in Assetto Corsa, those Group 5s are they? Or is that TEA under 2s? Whatever you want to call it.
TU.
Yeah, but they're Group 5 in Europe, right, Bill? Those
Yeah,
cars.
just no. Group 5s are like the Capris.
Okay. I always get the groups mixed up over there, so.
Those are Group 2 cars, actually.
Group 2s, thing. Bill knows.
B sedans.
They were fun because you could feel the car rolling around, the tire rolling over. It's a lot of fun to drive. They did a good job on the physics on that one. If you want to sit and watch a lap around Nürburgring Ring in 1967 when they had no downforce, there you go. If you're gonna watch it, that's the one to watch because it's 67. No ABS, no traction control, no wings, no slicks, no onboard computers, just driving a car as fast as you can go. Iowa winner, Chris Bisconi. Well, how the hell you pronounce? How the hell does he pronounce his name?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're behind.
Yeah, I know.
You should scroll and talk about something else, and then give it a few seconds, and then start talking about
Okay, so what are you looking at on the screen?
I'm looking at Briscoe.
Bisconi? Chris Bisconi?
Briscoe. It's like Crisco.
Yeah, I know, but it looks Italian, so I'm calling him Bisconi because that's how they would pronounce it. So there. So he won the IRA race. I didn't watch it because I could have been there, because it's 17 miles south of me. Literally 17 miles south of me.
You've had 2 excellent races in less than a month there.
Yeah, I know, and I couldn't go to either of them.
Chase Briscoe.
Bisconi.
Are you cooking with Briscoe? You should get a Crisco.
I wonder if I play this video, will YouTube jump through hoops, jump up and down and go nutso? About the kid who hit the Dylan Bassett hit the damn track sweeper at Iowa yesterday.
Ouch.
Did you see that?
Good job, spotter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
How
how
many
embarrassing.
times they go by those 2 trucks and he didn't know there was 2 of them there?
He's probably not.
What the hell are they doing down at the bottom? Why
Well,
are
getting
they
ready
at
to
the bottom?
pit. Getting ready to pit. That's the entrance to pit road. You actually enter pit road on the back straight, not you know the. So you go through turn 3 and 4 on the bottom.
Why they opened the pits?
When those
I'm just
trucks,
wondering why they opened the pits with them trucks still there.
because they're idiots. It's NASCAR, of course.
That's like Juan Pablo nailing the.
Yeah, that's exactly what somebody said. That's what Michael J. Gregg said. Is that you, Juan Pablo?
Yep.
This was funny too. The dummy steering wheel that came off the kid's car. That was funny. Watching that. Oh, there is a new Mosport out. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Mosport. Whatever.
Motorsports Park.
Yeah. Mosport. There's a new one out for Assetto Corsa. I'm about as American as you get.
You don't speak good Canadian, do you?
I don't speak good Canadian now. I know how to say bacon. That's about it.
It's a LiDAR track. It looks like an NR 2003 track.
Well, that picture there is not very good, but I halfway thought about downloading it and running it. But it's actually not one of my favorite North American tracks to run on. I never say it because Laguna Seca is always popping up, and that one really pisses me off. But you know, we don't run here enough for it to piss me off.
Sean Reap.
Sean Lake and Sean Reap.
Move on.
You don't have to say his name. Remember when I said this? Now I said this. What? 3 months ago.
Everybody should get this track for a setup person.
Yeah, we should. I actually had to download it.
Something will happen.
Look,
Ford GT. Oh no, that's not Ford GT.
That's like the Ferrari and the Corvette had a baby. And that's exactly what's going on. I said it months ago.
And it's a Ford GT.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
That's a Ford GT. It's a Ford GT with a
Okay. Yeah, basically. Well, it looks like the car that it'll come up here shortly.
Oh, it's going to be stunning once it gets that yellow paint.
Oh, it'll be great when it gets a big wing and a yellow paint on it. I'm telling you right now, and the big front end splitter in the front, diffuser underneath the back.
I'd take one.
You take one. Oh, of course you would. I knew you would. You ripped through your town in that thing like there's. So would I.
I already drove a 3 around Charlotte, so.
Yeah. Well, this is actually driving it through your town. So I would take one.
Tom, you need to send us a picture of you in that skirt.
Skirt.
You said done blow your skirt up.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a kilt. He doesn't have a skirt. You know that. He's got a kilt.
I have 3 kilts.
I know
I
you
got
do.
pictures of me. I wear a skirt and I'm proud of it.
I know you do. I'd actually wear a kilt, but I'd still wear underwear underneath it.
You only wear underwear in formal occasions.
Everything's a formal occasion when it comes to the Tigg. No.
Just because I can't sing doesn't mean I won't sing.
That's a fair warning to anybody who watches my shows.
That reminds me, we need to get a
Get a what?
petition.
Well, I keep telling them if they don't want me to sing, put money in the kitty, but they don't. They seem to like my singing.
Montoya.
Oh yeah.
He JPM'd it.
It's an older. Did you ever see the RX8 mod tuned for Assetto Corsa 2012? I've never seen that mod. That's probably a drifter car. That's probably why.
It's a drifting car. Tuned means drifting
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. It's still.
Look at it. It's got all the Japanese writing on it.
Yeah, it's got the white Tiggs on it. Yeah, I didn't realize. When the hell did I post this? Oh, 11:58 p.m. I wasn't sleeping yet. My mind was kind of. But lapping Montreal. This is actually cool. 3 cars going 3 wide and torn. Watch the video. That is an interesting car. Again, a Assetto Corsa. There's a lot of stuff dropping for a Assetto Corsa, like one car at a time from one error to another error, and they don't mix and match very well. Though I did bring the Mini Cooper on with those TA under 2s yesterday. That was kind of interesting. But there's your Saxby Capri.
That's a Group 5 car.
That's a Group 5. Yeah, look at the big old front cow catcher on it.
Catcher. That's a Group 5 car.
That provides a lot of downforce. And then it runs right into the grill.
Turbo enhanced transmission. That's great stuff. That's something we ought to do. That ought to please Mick.
Yeah.
It's got fenders on it, but that'll.
I don't think he cares that it's got fenders on it. I just think he wants something with some power and some balls to it. I think that's what he wants.
There's nothing more ballsy than one of those, a Group 5 car. Jeez.
Yeah, I like the Mazda myself, and I think that isn't actually in game.
Control. Next page. Move it on.
Here's the pictures from. You want to look at these pictures real quick, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who all in the world saw them, but of the 3 people that are watching, we've probably all seen it. Those are the pictures from that little Assetto Corsa, huh?
The BS.
The BS.
The B sedans.
Oh yes, I thought you were talking about bullshit.
Yes.
But I love the look of Assetto Corsa.
I thought you said that the 510 wasn't working, and it's right there in the front.
I said it was working. Tom's doesn't work.
Tom, you need to reinstall.
I did.
Reinstall Windows. It'll help.
I ain't reinstalling Windows.
Go to Windows 10. It'll work.
That's a beautiful picture right there.
Live in the now.
Ain't gonna happen.
Well, Mick put Windows 7 on his PC too. It's like, why?
Got Windows 2.5 in his computer.
Yeah, no shit. I got a machine over here I use as a nightstand. I love that picture.
That picture there says it all. What's missing out of that? There's a CS car. What is the car missing?
Yeah, there is one car missing. The Datsun. No, that's a Datsun in the front, isn't it?
No.
Datsun Beamer. Yeah, that's a Datsun in the front, a Beamer, RX-3, an Escort, and the last car. It was an Alpha. Alpha's missing.
Yeah.
And the Lancia is not working apparently.
Yeah, it didn't work for me, but again, it may work for somebody else. But the sign in the background, other than the Xbox One sign, which needs to go, that sign right there, I did not put that sign there. That is actually on the track, the Historic Festival. That is
Beauty, speed.
Mm-hmm. And if people scroll through this stuff, if they didn't know this was a game, this looks as realistic as it gets, with the shading and everything.
You know it's a 73 era? They got fender flares.
Uh-huh. Well, your Datsun does. So does the Beamer. Oh, so does the Mazda. Yeah, I'm looking at them now. They all do.
They all have fender flares. Yeah, this is a good collection of cars.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun to drive. And they're not point and shoot cars. That's for damn sure. That is,
No.
they are beyond point and shoot.
They don't have enough horsepower. They don't have enough.
There's no traction. I don't know how many times I went around turn 1 with the ass end hanging out.
Yeah, there's the downforce. There is none.
Yeah.
It's all by tire.
Uh huh.
By tire.
You don't. Turn 1 was ass end hanging out the whole way around. The trick was to get the ass end to hang out because they don't hit you for going outside the cart to track when you go over the white line where the asphalt is. As soon as you hit the grass in turn 1, that's when you get hit with going off the track. So you can hang that ass end of the car over that line and drift it around the corner. This is drifting, not what that other thing was that we were looking at. When you drift these cars around the racetrack, that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they did. It wasn't you had to do it to go fast. It wasn't for smoke. It wasn't for show. That was all part of racing, and these are the cars that do it. These are true drifting, if you want to call them that, cars.
No, don't call them drifting.
No, that's.
No.
See, there's a picture of the bee hanging the ass end out. The AI's hanging the ass end out. They're just doing a better job of it than I did.
I don't see it.
I don't either.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Because I don't know which picture's next.
Don't look like they're sideways to me.
They're going into the corner, but look at the dip in the front end. That gives you, especially the Beamer, because they're going side. Are those tires too wide though? Do you think? I'm just asking.
No, not for 73.
Okay. So they did that right.
71, 2, yeah, too wide, but not for 73. 73, things changed big time, and that's let the Porsches run.
Yeah.
73 was the end. Was really the end of the BS, the U2 cars, because they mangled it. You couldn't tell the difference. It was just a mess. And the Corvettes were allowed in, and Porsche 911s.
Really? That's
beefy Porsche 911s. Yeah, the mid 70s in Trans Am were the Corvette and Porsche years.
So yeah, we didn't have that in Philly
The
when I.
U2 went away, really.
Yeah.
Which is
That's racing.
yeah, they were fighting the onslaught of IMSA, which is so funny because it's the same organization, but IMSA was taking over the world. Taking over the world.
IMSA. I love how they have Adirondack chairs at the track here. You'll see it in a second when it comes up. I didn't even notice that till just now. The little detail that's there and you don't see when you're racing, when you start looking at replays and pictures and stuff. Cool stuff, man. I don't even know what. Oh, okay. This is the coming to the downhill.
Fat ass in something.
Well, yeah, but usually track makers don't pay attention to that kind of detail. Usually. That's good detail. Who's outside? Alright, that's me hanging it out again. We'll move on to the next. Oh, I got a notification. Woohoo. Bill says, my babies. Okay, Twitch show. Trucking pictures. I hauled 2 houses last night too, by the way. You missed all that fun. The FISR ASR formula on rFactor 2. I don't know. It was updated. I don't even. Do I even have this mod? Oh, it's not on. It's a paid mod. Never mind. I don't have the mod. 2014 BMW S60 V8 for AC. Okay, it's a race car. The spotting guide for the race, the IMSA race this weekend, I believe. Or no, these are all Audis. R8L SM Cup. Okay, that's what that is. I share stuff sometimes. I don't even read what it is, as long as it looks like it's racing related. Zoom. This is the car I was telling you. If you look at the new one and you look at this one, there's a lot of this in the new Corvette. And this was way back in 86 that this came out. It also became the Aero Coupe for Oldsmobile. But you look at this car and the new car, there's a lot of similarities. Because I knew I saw that car before, once they put paint on it and took the zebra thing off of it. I actually saw this in a car show in Philly in '86 too, so.
I don't think it looks anything close to it.
There's a lot of the design is similar. I mean, this is a little bit wider, and if you see the way the doors opened on this thing, of course it doesn't do that, but I remember seeing. That's why I remember it, because half the dashboard is on the door panel. Huh?
Well, they swing up?
Yeah. No, it's one door. It's one complete door. The whole thing is one door.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell you. But that's I remember seeing this in '86. This was one of the last cars I actually won to. But I remember seeing that. But it's the glass. They still got the Ferrari inspired glass over the engine, and there's a lot of similarities. The pictures don't do it justice, but and there's the Aero Coupe that it became the next year. The Oldsmobile Aero Coupe. It's basically the same car. They just changed some of it. Sean Lake talking about the FIA truck racing game, which we talked about last week. Then the Fun Cup. The 25-hour Fun Cup race at Spa. We had a good time talking about that, so I could see us doing something crazy like that on the Zoom server, but not for 25 hours.
No.
2 hours maybe, but not 25.
4 maybe. Four would probably kill us. 4 hours in this thing. It's actually it's a fun car in rFactor 1. I know it's in Assetto Corsa and rFactor 2 also. I don't think I've driven it in either of those. I have them. I just haven't driven it. That's how that works out. I think it's in GTR 2 also. There's some video of the same thing. Another car that dropped is the 2015 Honda C-Type TRC. It's got numbers on it, so I'm guessing it's a race car and not a drifting car. It's got numbers on the windscreen, though it's different than the numbers that are on the door. People can't figure out how to paint it, so there you go. But it's a TC car, so that's my kind of car. That's probably WTCR or BTTC car that somebody just converted from another sim, which they're doing a lot of. Time attack car, that's for hill climbing. That's kind of fun. I don't do it very often. I don't do hill. Do you do hill climbs at all?
Nope. I could, but I don't.
I know. It's like yeah, I want to do it, but it's like I don't think about it. I've got several tracks. I said, of course, and Race Room or not Race Room, but Race 07. I think rFactor 2 has hill climb in it. I know rFactor 1 does, but I've never downloaded those tracks. There's a new mod for rFactor 2, the Studstreck, whatever it is called. It's the other version of Nord's Chief. It goes off the other direction. If you ever notice when you go around Nord's Chief, especially in the 67, there's in rFactor 2 or rFactor 1, I'm sorry, there's a deviation off another way to another track, and this is that track. Not a lot of tracks have that detail in it, but one of the tracks I have for rFactor 1 actually has that detail in it. In fact, it has that track in it, so it's just surprising it took that long to get to somewhere else. To tell you the God's honest truth. I've driven it like 1 time. I've driven North Chief like 15 times. Complete laps I'm talking about. I may have driven in 1,000 more laps than that, but I've actually only completed 15 laps around that thing. Nothing to say, huh, Bill?
Oh, I'm busy setting up a set of Corsa with that.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun runs with that, huh?
BS. With the BS.
The B sedans.
I love this. There's 5 maximum collisions.
Really? And then you're out.
Kicked. And you're kicked.
There you go. That'll solve a lot of problems. I wonder how heavy those contact is, because you know there is door banging in racing. I just wonder what they consider that. That's the thing.
Where's my how many AI? I can't find that.
Yeah. Another car that dropped, 2004 Volvo S60R GT for AC. It's another street tuner car or touring class car. Probably again from some other sim with BTCC or WTCR in it. King Mad Dog was just talking on Twitch not that long ago. Here's his advertising his iRacing stuff at Iowa, which is way more fun than Indianapolis. Oh, and those of you who, you know, if you live in Indianapolis area, you should be here. The Ferrari Challenge at Indianapolis. The spotter guide for it's today, right? Yeah, Sunday at 4 p.m. at Mid-Ohio. Without the chicane, by the way. The Indy cars do not run the chicane, obviously, for obvious reasons. They would be knocking a wing off every lap. That's why, if you didn't realize that. At least that's my opinion on the subject, and that's all that matters because it's my show. I'm only teasing, guys. Gotta have some fun. 2016 Radical RXC Turbo GT3. I don't know why they're calling it a GT3 car when it's a prototype, but whatever. Another converted car, 91 Honda Civic station wagon. I know I've seen this in another sim. It's another TC car. I know I've seen it in another sim. Actually, for the first time in a while, I've actually seen an announcement anywhere about a new rFactor 1 mod or track. Hockenheim Ring 2019. I mean, yeah, granted, it's Hockenheim Ring. There's 50,000 versions of it in rFactor 1, but the fact that there's a new updated track somebody's talking about it's actually, I forgot I belong to this. It's rFactor a live modding team. So I guess they're working on one thing at a time. I forgot all about that group, unfortunately, because they don't post very much. And then here's another 1988 Toyota 88C, another Group C car. See, that's like I said, 20 minutes ago. Dribs and drabs of different cars from different years of the C class or Group C cars, which, you know, I've seen videos of real cars, and this is incredible. I kind of remember watching it back in that day, but I was busy chasing skirts in the mid to late 80s. A lot of talk about the new 2021 F1 cars are going to be like the 77 to 82 Graphcis cars. There's a debate over that. I won't get involved because F1 is all about Mercedes, and if Mercedes-Benz likes it, then that's what it's going to be. Oh, the 64 Coopers got updated. Mini Coopers got updated, so there's that too. Hopefully, I didn't download it yet, so hopefully there's more liveries in there. And again, the history of downforce in F1. There's a lot of talk about that. So, there is. If you watch a lot of or pay attention to the open wheel stuff, there's a lot of talk about what they're doing in the next couple of years in F1, and a lot of people are not happy about it. Some are ecstatic over it, and some are really not happy about it. I'm guessing that most of the people just like the car that sticks to the ground, and you know, the driver, all he does is point and shoot, which is sad, because that's not racing. That's not racing at all.
Was that one?
1996 Mercedes DTM. Again, another race car, probably ripped from another sim. My thoughts are always all over the place. Sometimes I should keep my thoughts to myself, but I'm definitely going to start doing Facebook by itself here this week, so we'll see how that goes. Because Facebook gaming is growing exponentially. The streaming community on Facebook is growing, while YouTube is shrinking. Go figure. There's Dave's photos that he took at Spa. There's some photos of me in the rFactor 2 Kart 85 demo. Fun ass car to drive. If you don't have it, go out and get it. That's driving. The ass end is kicking out, coming off of 4. If you're in if you're at 4 saw, 4 and 2, it'll kick wiggle around on you, and you got to catch it. It was fun to drive, and I didn't mess with the setup, so it was fun. If you happen to be in the Omaha area, October 19th to 20th, MAM, as we call it, Mid-America Motorplex, or Raceway Park of the Midlands, is having their ice cream cruise. Come on out and check that out. I've heard about it. I've seen pictures of it. I've not made it out there yet, which is shameful. But hopefully the track will be dried out and fixed by then. Unfortunately, they got flooded twice this year. Not once, but twice. As soon as they got it dried out and almost ready to start racing, it flooded again, which is sad. And they could really use the support. I'd actually need to figure out a way of going. Is what it is. Unfortunately, I probably won't find a way to get out there, but I would love to. Yeah, so Dave talking about the Riverside stuff. I didn't even see this post from the 22nd. There's the announcement for the Kart 85 mod, IndyCar. I did do a lot of streaming because of my ISPs being a dick about, I don't know if they moved my gateway or whatever, but the signal is only about 70% of what it used to be, so that's why I've not done a lot of streaming this last week. That explains that. Throw that out in the middle of nowhere, out of nothing, because I've noticed there's not a lot of ads for my upcoming shows. That's what's good. There's the 70. There's the Lancia. Is that what you're talking about? The 74. Oh, there's a 74 Lancia Stratos HF for AC.
No.
Oh, that's from 2016. I should start reading the dates of when these damn mods were released.
That's a rally car.
Yeah, that's still a funky looking car. There's your Lancia that you were talking about. This is from 27. Oh, this is from 2017, so that may be why it doesn't work. May have to use mod manager or the content manager on it to see if we can get it to work. That's probably why. Because it's for 1.14, and I think we're on 117 now. More truck pictures. The deer! Finally saw the deer. And there's the truck show. Kevin Harvick finally won a race last week. Everybody say yay. Wake up and say yay. I know I'm boring. Yay. There's the Corvette with paint on it. Looks like the old style, actually. It does. Ford GT. There's good old Dave and the Assetto Corsa and the Chaparral 2Js at Laguna Seca. New track released or updated. New Jersey Motorsport Lightning. That's the new track, the Lightning course. Not Thunder, but Lightning. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Never mind. Shut up, man.
I thought it was lightning, not thunder.
I know it was, but the song is from Imagine Dragons' Thunder. That's what pops in my head every time I see that. And of course, there's us in the RF2 IMSA 87 Toyota Corolla running around Lightning. So there you go. We actually already been on it. We've already got cars painted for it. I went with not the red and white, but the green and white Glenlivet car. This time, paint scheme, I went with this car. So there you go, folks. You're not going to see red and white. You're going to see green and white. That's just, yep. The winner of last week's Xfinity race. Boy, we're already down on that last week, and that's Christopher Bell. The shit. Oh, so I admit it. Life would be boring with. I think we've done all this. I think we're through the week. Yep, we're through the week. All right. So that's all the news that is the news that Dan felt like sharing on his Facebook page, and of course, for these two guys that are with me to death. So the floor is now open. So wake up.
I'm awake.
The floor is now open. So wake up.
Well, we look at it all week, so yeah.
I know. Hi, honey.
Hi, who you
I don't know.
Tom, Bill, and the world.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, Tim.
I can't hear him.
Tom, you can't hear me.
Put your headset on.
Yeah.
I am.
Did you
Take
mute?
the gum out of your ears.
Yeah, take the gum out of your ears.
His butt. Muted his butt.
I did not.
You muted it.
Tom can't.
Tell Bill he better say hi back.
Did you
I
hear?
did say hi
He
back.
did say hi back.
Okay. Or can you go down there and kick his butt?
Oh, go down there. That's a long way to go, dear.
I know.
It's California, eh?
I know, but it has a beach, man.
No, he doesn't have a beach. He lives. Yeah, the whole all Atlanta Renham's a beach. He lives in the practically in the
Well,
desert.
Stay out of his house. I'm going to up on the beach.
You tell her I said hi?
Tom said hi too, by the way, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. Hi.
Did you hear? My wacky wife. La 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 da da la 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 da da. Are we going to talk about the attempted race this week, last week, or are we just going to say forget about it?
No, it's I talk about bad things.
Okay. This take two is going to happen. Take two is going to happen Friday. Then.
No, it's gonna happen. I'm getting hosed on Friday, so it'll have to be Saturday morning. Oop, I forgot to mention.
Well, I don't have any more Saturday morning games.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going back to Saturdays.
Saturday morning. Okay, so take two's on Saturday morning. Be there or be square.
I can't tell if this is up or not.
What are you in?
I'm trying to get the Assetto Corsa up.
You want me
Alright.
to try?
Yeah, try it. Shit, you're gonna. Yeah. Good luck. All right. Come on, Tigg.
Well, come on, what?
Assetto Corsa testing time.
Uh huh.
Assetto Corsa testing time.
I got it. I'm loading. I didn't load Steam up this morning because I didn't think I was going to get on it right away.
Go ahead and turn off the show. We don't turn off the show.
Well, yes.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Well, it was an hour anyway, and that's what we discussed on the news. We discussed, the only thing we didn't discuss was the fiasco that I had Wednesday night in Delta Sim Racing, but we won't discuss that at all. I'll let an F-bomb fly on somebody else's show. That was in poor taste. I apologize if you ever do watch this, Ziggy, for that. I was mad.
Alright, what do I pick?
Alright, guys. We thank you for watching, to taking the time out from the day. Thanks to Tom and Bill for spending time with us this morning, as per usual. We're going to go do some Assetto Corsa testing real fast here, and I'm sure you don't want to watch that because it's going to turn into a great big nightmare, usually.
Technical ball of snuff.
What are we racing?
Yeah. Those B sedans, or the T under 2s, right?
Hey, just let's get off the air, please.
I'm getting off the air. I thank you very much. Of course, like I end every show, thank everybody. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button. I'd like to thank my wife for letting me sit back here for hours on end playing games for your enjoyment and my enjoyment. I thank everybody who watched today for taking time out of their day to spend with me playing games. And of course, my sponsors and supporters, Tom, Bill, Dave, and Steven. Without you, half the stuff that I do here would not be possible. And again, I always thank you guys very much. I don't think you understand how much I do really appreciate why they're here. I can say this. Appreciate what you guys do for me. Thank you very much, guys. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Oh, my thing won't scroll.
All right.